Fierce ladies, welcome to the Moms in Real Estate podcast, where we unleash our unapologetic power to share the raw truth of our journeys. Brace yourself for a dose of empowerment, education, and encouragement like never before. I'm Kristen, a relentless entrepreneur obsessed with connecting and uplifting fellow boss babes. In this podcast, we're all about getting down to business, conquering motherhood, nurturing relationships, and so much more. Get ready to dive into the nitty-gritty, embrace the hustle, and unravel the secrets of success in the world of real estate. We're here to ignite your fire, equip you with the knowledge, and unleash your limitless potential. Tune in as we redefine what it means to be a true boss babe. Hey moms, it's me, Kristen, and we're about to dive into a new episode of the Moms in Real Estate podcast. Today, you're going to hear from Taylor Johnson out of Houston, Texas. She's a mom to 2 wild boys, a real estate agent, and the founder of Mompreneur Paper Co, where she makes the most amazing planner for moms in real estate just like you. So you're going to want to hear her whole journey as we get raw and we get real. Let's go. Taylor, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. I'm excited to be here and talk to you. It's been a long time coming, so.
It has, and I'm really happy that you're here. You are just like, I feel like when I talk to you, I just smile because you're just so sweet and genuine, and I'm so happy that you're a new friend of mine and that you're involved in Moms in Real Estate. So I really want everyone that's listening to hear your journey because it's so unique, and sometimes we have people on here that have been in real estate, and real estate takes them in a different journey that isn't just transactional, and that's going to be your journey. So I'm excited for you to share what that looked like for you. So why don't we start from the top? Why did you get into real estate?
Yeah, so I got into real estate. I got licensed in 2021. It kind of took me a while to get through the education, just because I was a mom of 1. My husband was in grad school. It took me a minute, but in 2021, I was licensed in Austin. And that first few years, it was really just education, just building myself out there. It was with a mom of 1 at that point. And I really enjoyed it. It was so fun. And then we moved to Houston, and I had baby number 2, and my world spun out of control. Because I was like starting over again, and I was trying to figure it out with 2 kids. And for me, 2 kids was way harder than 1. I don't know what it was, but anyway,
I said, I feel that.
Yeah. But in Houston, I literally built my business going to parks and meeting moms that way and working on the weekends. But I found that I was really like having a hard time juggling, like the mom and the real estate and the wife and the house. Like it was just chaotic. So,
can we just pause for a minute? Because it is so hard. And I think that we can say that, juggling all the things it's not an easy task. And although it can get easier, it's never like perfect. It's always a struggle. I'm like a big advocate of like always having a coach in your life. And right now I have a therapist who is my coach, I tell her. And we talked about this yesterday, and she had such great, like it's really hard. And it's nice to hear like from her too, that like we're all going through this. So I feel like it's okay to say that it is hard. We can do hard things, but it's okay to admit it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've definitely had my time of coaching or being on a team, and I didn't go to therapy for personal, but there was a time where we went to marriage counseling because that part was juggling. So I'm definitely a big advocate of that too.
Yeah, I feel like I could scream from the rooftop. Like, I love my therapist. So, So then, okay, so it's hard. You're like you have a new kid, you're in a new space, a new area, and you're struggling. So then what?
So that was kind of when I was looking for like a planner. I'm a paper person, cannot do digital. And I was looking for planners for real estate agents, and I found some, they were just very kind of masculine. And I don't mean that in like a rude way, but it was just like, how many dials did I make? How many calls? And I was like, I didn't. I was at the park or on play dates, so I just felt like I needed a planner to help me build a business as a real estate agent mom and be a mom. And so then just I made one. I
There
just
you go.
I
Just
made
did
one.
it.
Yeah, I did it. I couldn't find it. I was tired of looking. I didn't have time. Like I was just like, I gotta make it. So um that's kind of how that door opened. And then about that time, honestly, is when I joined the Moms in Real Estate Facebook group, and I just saw a bunch of like posts like, "How are you doing this as a mom, as a real estate agent?" Like some people were homeschooling, some people were single moms, and I was like, okay, if I'm having this problem, I'm clearly not the only one. So then it kind of was like, that's when I was, anyway, that's when I started doing like a pilot program for agents in my area. Like, do you like this? Does it work for you? And then, so that's where that journey took off.
Well, I think that's great because you said a couple things that I think everyone should think about, because a lot of people don't, is like you were looking for something and it wasn't out there. And so you just made it, and you said it so casually, but like so many of us see that and we don't just do it, right? It's like, oh, maybe that's not for me. But sometimes it's really good if you just sit there and you ask, like, am I the person to do this? Because there is a need for it, because I'm sitting here and I really want it. And you're so right about the, like, you were finding a lot of, like, masculine things, like asking you questions if you did these things that aren't, like, relatable to you. I feel like that even about, like, CRM systems. Like, sometimes I'll go in and I'm like, man, this is, like, really masculine. Like, I don't want anything to do with this. Nothing against masculinity. I love men. But it's like, no, we want something that's, like, pretty and, like, cohesive to our lives. Like, we don't live the same lives sometimes. Like, we have to get the kids up and work out and get them to school and make sure that their homework's done. And we have to run a business, and we want to go visit them for lunch, or we want to volunteer and we have to pick them up. And it's all these things we're trying to do. And it's like, it's so hard. So having a planner that's specific to a mompreneur, that's your planners are called Mompreneur, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's so smart, and I'm so glad that you did it. And they're like absolutely adorable. Do you feel like when you made it, you tested it out and saw if it was like fit the needs that you were having?
Yeah, absolutely. Because kind of like you said, like we just build businesses different. So I didn't feel bad about, well, I did 0 calls today, but it was more of like filling it out. Like, but I talked to 3 moms at the park, or I volunteered at my kid's school and I talked to their teacher or the librarian. It was just, so yeah, and the real estate agents that did test it out in the Houston area and some of them in Austin, like I got really great feedback. They were saying that it just made their business more organic, and they did see more efficiency in their business because they were able to like specifically tailor it around being a mom and what their day was like, and it was just more fluid. Um, so I think that was the question that you asked. So sorry.
Well, no, I think it's great. So do you feel like, with being a mom and running a business and it being hard, do you feel like this has helped you?
Hi, it's Barbara with your tax coach, and we love helping entrepreneurs save money on their taxes. Here's a quick tax tip. Some of my favorite business deductions for real estate agents is travel and retreats. Did you know that if you travel for business, even if you're just researching a new market, or if you're going on a retreat, you can take those as business deductions. For more info, follow us on Instagram at Your Tax Coach or go to our website, yourtaxcoach.com.
The planner or like
The planner.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Just because I'm able to organize my day around being a mom, and I'm able to organize my business around being a mom as well.
Yeah.
And it's cohesive. And yeah, like I'm able to set goals on building my real estate business, having a kid on my hip and not being like, okay, this is my do not disturb time of making 30 dials or what have you, like with my kids screaming in the background. Like it's just, it helps a lot. And it's helped me with my, my mental, my mental space, because I'm not trying to compete with how other people are building differently. So, and I'm definitely seeing success with that.
Well, and I'll tell you, like, I've talked to so many different moms in real estate women about planners. Like, I can't tell you how many time blocking classes I've been on. And it's always like this ongoing struggle for us. But it's funny because a lot of people still love paper. I love paper. And I think we had this conversation, like, I have my different planners for my different stuff. Like, I don't put my daily schedule in my paper planner. I have it on my Google Calendar, but my daily planner is like what I live by that day. It's like, what are my tasks that I need to accomplish? And what are like, I like to like do it A, B, C. So like, I have to accomplish this today. I'm going to try to get to this. And then this one, like, if we don't get to it today, we'll like move it. But it's nice because every day I open up a new page and I'm able to like go in there. And I love doing like the goal setting and being able to have, I mean, I feel like when I think of your planner, it's nice because I'm not just like in one lane focusing on like, how am I going to grow my business? I'm also thinking about like, what am I doing with my family this month? That's one thing that like, I mean, you guys have all heard it on here. There's so many women that they're high producing agents and they experience burnout. And like one of the first things to go is like your family and your home. And that's very common. And so it's a very intentional thing that you have to bring into your life. And having a planner that keeps you on track is so smart to ask yourself, am I having dates with my husband? Am I having dates with my kids? What vacations do we want to go on? Because all of a sudden that stuff goes on the back burner and you're just like, it's so hard. So I'm really excited that you've done this for all the mom entrepreneurs out there, and specifically for the moms in real estate community. I know this is going to be such a blessing for them.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, I agree. Family is so important, and it's the first to slip. And so it's really sad.
Tell me your favorite thing about your planner. Like, what's like something in there that you're like, this is like my jam?
Yeah, I would have to say it's the weekly layout. I know that that's like, okay, that's every page, but I love that at the top you have what your day is. And then you have a family section. So it's like what your family needs are that day. You have them cohesively and you can see it. And that's my favorite because then I'm not trying to work out of two planners. And then you have a gratitude line. I feel like when I have a hard day, thinking of one simple thing to be grateful for really can help change my attitude around for that day. So I think that's my favorite part is the weekly spread because you have your day. It can be business, family, and then your gratitude all right there. It's not like you're flipping the pages.
I love that. And it's like, again, another thing I've heard for years is like having a gratitude practice, and it all sounds great. And for some reason I didn't do it for so long. And like, it's literally one of the things that I have to like make sure I'm doing every day, because I think that the more you do that, just the more abundant that you can be, the more you look at things from a different perspective, even though like forever, it's not that I wasn't grateful for things. It's just I didn't sit down to really think about it. And I think that having that space every day has been so good. So having that in that you're like writing it down, like you guys should definitely try that. If you're not doing it, like actually write down what you're grateful for every day. It is something that I will hopefully do forever, that I've been doing for a while, that I absolutely love.
Yeah, it really is life-changing. Even if it's just, I'm grateful I had a hot shower, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, we should be grateful for that. Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about like moving forward. What is your business and your plans? Like, what are you looking forward to in 2025?
I am really looking forward to just getting the planner out there to more eyes, to more moms, so that it can truly just benefit them and their family and their business. Growing a product-based business is completely new to me, new. So I'm excited to learn as I go, because literally I'm just learning as I go, but really I'm excited to see the impact that it is having in even more moms' lives, and that they can build their relationship with their kids on intention and be there for their clients with intention and not just whatever happens. So growing the planner business and seeing that impact is what I'm really excited for.
Okay, so another thing that you're saying that just like gets me so excited is you're literally telling everybody like, I'm just learning as I'm going. So you are such a good example to these girls because you said, like, I just did it and I'm just learning as I'm going. Like, you do not have to know it all in order to do something. Like, you literally, people want to follow along on your journey. And like, you listen to Taylor and you're like, I want to support her. Like, she's awesome. And it seems like such a good mom in real estate. And so it's like, don't let a lot of these like probably negative self-talk get in your way, because you might feel like, well, I've only been in real estate since 2021. Doesn't matter. You can go do anything that you want to do, and you just have to you just have to start, right? And so you really have that in you. I would love to see what your Kobe assessment is. And it's really awesome. And I think a lot of people need to take away from this podcast, like those two things about what you're doing. What would you say like your biggest struggle is in business? Is it marketing? Is it putting yourself out there? Like, kind of tell me a little bit about what you struggle with on a daily basis.
Yeah, I struggle with social media. It is such a
Don't we all?
It's such a mental suck. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to be good at it. I'm not even close. It's one of those, I just one step at a time and maybe something will happen. I don't know. I'll get to the point where I can hire out, which I hear that's not great either, but I don't know. But
I mean,
yeah,
I think that there's so many different things. One thing I found is you can't have somebody post like they're not you. People connect with you. But if you can get somebody to help you like spark ideas and creativity and you execute it, I think it's a great plan to have. One of our moms in real estate partners, their company is called The Real Social Agent. And they actually did that for me for a while, where it was like, what do you have going on this month? Like, let's talk about how we can show up on social media and talk about that in a way that's genuine to you. And that was like super helpful for me. But everyone struggles with social media. Like, and it's funny because I feel like I talk about this all the time because we do content creation days every month. And, I have girls that show up and they're like, this is the last thing I want to do. I'm like, this is the last thing I want to do too. But guess what? I know that this is what I have to do in order to have people in my inbox instead of me cold calling. Yeah. So I'm going to do it. And so I know that the more you show up and the more that you show up authentically, the more you become an attractor versus a chaser. And so it is just such an opportunity for us, especially for anyone that is a mom that has young kids at home. Like, it's all right there at our fingertips. That's so freaking awesome.
Yeah. There's really no excuse. You just got to do it. Do it scared. That's my motto that my sister told me, is do it scared. So I do a lot of things scared, and it works out most of the time.
And you do it. What does your sister do?
She's an entrepreneur too. She is a restaurant coordinator at Chick-fil-A. She's a few years younger than me, but she has a resin business for weddings and bouquets. So she's a little entrepreneurial girl.
Oh, that's cool. I love that what she said stuck with you. I love when someone says something that just sticks in your head, and you get those little like presents throughout life. And I feel like I just had one happen last week at my retreat that I hosted. And it was that nobody's more responsible for the experience than you have more than you. And I think that for me, it was something that it was my girlfriend Haley who said it. And I was like, as somebody that's like a complete people pleaser, I take on like the stress of anyone I think might not be having a good time when they enter into any room that I create. And so hearing that a decade after doing all the events that I've done, I was like, whoa, like, why didn't I hear that from the beginning? Because that just like freed me. Like, I'm not responsible for this person's experience. I'm going to curate the space, and they're responsible for how they show up and how they interact and the connections that they have. And I'm just like, that was such a good thing that I told Haley. I was like, that's just one of those things that's going to stick in my head for the rest of my life. And I'm just so thankful for it.
Oh, I love that. That's a good reminder. I love that.
I know. I feel like those little sayings are just so good. So anyways, okay. So if somebody wants to buy your book, how the heck do they do it?
So I have a website, the Mompreneur Paper Co.com. It's a mouthful. But I'm also on Instagram, same name, the Mompreneur Paper Co.com. But the website is where you can go to get that.
Connect with her on Instagram, you guys. Like, if you're driving, remember to do it when you stop. If you're at home, take a minute, push pause, go to Instagram, follow her. We all want to support our moms in real estate, and this is like such a great thing. If you're trying to get a gift for your favorite real estate best friend, this is a perfect gift to get them as well. So let's all support Taylor. And our last question is the question I love to ask is, okay, if you were going to have a famous person invest in this book, who would it be and why?
In this book?
Or this planner.
Okay. I'm okay.
Sorry. I said book and I was like, why did I say that?
A famous person, or celebrity. I know that, so I'm not really big into I don't really know that many celebrity Hollywood people, but if celebrity in my little world.
It could be like influencer. I know. I don't like any celebrities for the most part. So I totally feel you on that.
I think mine would be, just because I love her story and I love her business, I would do Kendra Scott. I'm obsessed with her $1 billion business, and she's donated several million to organizations around the world to benefit women and children. I just love that. And I love her business. I love her model. And so, yeah, I'd want to team up with her.
I don't know her story, so now I'm going to completely go look at it once we're off of this call. But that's cool.
She's based in Austin, so that makes it even better.
She is. Oh, that's so cool. Well, I thought you were going to say Sarah Blakely.
Oh,
the way that you started coming at it, I was like, she's going to say Sarah Blakely, and then you threw me for a loop.
Yeah, sorry, Kendra Scott.
No, now I'm really excited to hear about her. Well, I love that answer, and I love that you guys can all connect with Taylor now. And you have been amazing, like I knew you would be.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here and part of the community.
Yes, and if you're not in the Moms in Real Estate Facebook group, you've got to go in. So make sure to look us up. It's in the show notes. Go on to Facebook, and now that we're saying this I'm like, what is it? It's just Moms in Real Estate. So we hope to see you there, and have a good day. All right, that was it.
Thank you.
You did great.
Thanks.
That was fun.
And I know our last conversation, you're like, be more active in the Facebook community. I will.
That's okay.
I'm knee deep in the Black Friday end of year sale, and then doing with the workshop. But I did get with Lauren Duke, and she gave me a lot of ideas on how I can be active in the moms in real estate, because social media, I just can't.
I hear you. I'm going to actually do a picture, and I'll post it we'll do it right now. So hold on.
Fix my hair.
See if I can get this in the background. Nope. I'm going to see if it can do it this way.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. Say hi. Okay. And I'll post it in the Moms in Real Estate group. Let me try to do one more. That looked weird.
Okay.
I think it's just because I have these on. Okay. Ready? Okay, that's fun. And then I'll post. Will you do me a favor and just text me the link so I can do it before I get in the car?
The website?
Yeah, Or do you have a lead gen form?
No, I don't.
Do you use Flowdesk?
I do. I can make you one.
Yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I would just one of your goals should be getting people's email from the Facebook group.
Okay.
And so you can do that in so many different ways, but it could be like, hey, if you want to learn more about, if you have a Black Friday deal going on, anything like that, you can create a form that will trigger that email that's like, here's your Black Friday coupon code. Use it right now, expires, whatever date.
Okay, I'll send that to you tonight. Does that work?
You could send it to me totally tonight, tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do it tonight.
Yeah, because then people are going to be like, yeah.
Okay.
But I'll post that we did this recording today. And that was so fun.
Thank you.
All right. Just let me know how I can help you. But yeah, even think about that sentence that I said for, in the Moms in Real Estate Facebook group, you paid a lot of money to be there for the next year. And so you want to make sure that you pay that back and then make a lot of money and gain a lot of contacts for you moving forward. And so you have to be in there and engaging, or else you just wasted money. So we don't want that. We want this to be a really good experience for you.
Yeah. No, I totally understand. Yeah. I just learning as I go and doing it all at once. So, but I will do that. Yeah.
Okay. And just text me if you ever need anything. I'm here for you.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Taylor.
Bye.
Hi, it's Kim
And Whitney
from Real Social Agent, and we love helping real estate professionals create social media content that helps them grow their business.
If you're a real estate professional looking to save time and create more effective content, we're about to make your life so much better.
You're amazing at what you do, and we're here to make sure everyone else knows that. From social media coaching to custom content creation, our job is to make you shine.
Follow us on Instagram at Real Social Agent or download our free Reels 101 library at the link in the show notes.
Thanks, friend, for listening to the podcast. We love having you in our community. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a review or share it with a friend. Also, we'd love to connect with you on Instagram. Go follow us at Moms in Real Estate.